If curiosity is a person, I could be that person. I usually think about random thoughts when I'm all in my head. And usually, well, more like when I remember it, I will dig into those random thoughts. I would search it up on the internet, or I would even ask anyone I'm with when those thoughts come in. One day, I was working on my homework, writing words by words, and I was thinking, where do words come from? Who made words? Does it just come out of our mouths just like that? And what is the purpose of words? I know, it sounds so dumb now that I find the answers. Well, basically, a word is a basic element of a language that has an objective or practical meaning. As a part of society, we need to use words effectively because it defines our attitude and shows our communication skill, how we express our emotion or our ideas. Oh, before we go further about this topic, I would like to thank the judges who examined my speech at this moment. Let me introduce myself. My name is Miftaqul Marsha. I'm from Muhammadiyah Wantaman Senior High School. Furthermore, for me personally, communication is hard. Not to mention, dealing and talking to a lot of people is even harder. Because when we are talking to people, moreover, when we are speaking publicly, we need to find the right words, the right expression that wouldn't hurt anyone. So now we question ourselves. Why do we have to communicate? Well, the purpose of communication is to inform, to express one's feeling, and even to influence others. But before that, in order to influence others, we have to master the art of persuasion. And it can be done anywhere. For example, when there are teachers helping bullies changing themselves for the better, it is also part of pursuing. Pursuing, however, is not the same as forcing. The legendary Aristotle, a Greek philosopher, said that rhetoric, or the art of persuasion, contains three things: logos, pathos, and ethos. You see, according to him, pursuing needs to include facts, ethics, and then we have to get the audiences to feel what we want them to feel. So like mentioned previously, communication also has ethics. The existence of ethics and morals in pursuing others makes communication carried out responsibly. Fun fact, I'm actually not much of a talker, but I was in a student association for about 6 years, and I became the head division. So I should learn how to lead and how to pursue others. You might be wondering how knowing the art of persuasion could affect my leadership. Shortly, when telling my members about my opinion or my ideas, I can get them to agree on what I'm saying. But again, it's not easy for me to talk to a big group of people. I'm afraid that I might be wrong. I'm afraid that my arguments are invalid. And yeah, I do get wrong sometimes. But the thing is, we wouldn't know what would happen if we didn't want to take risks, right? I kept thinking that I wouldn't be able to succeed if I kept holding myself back. They wouldn't know how brilliant my idea was. So instead of listening to my head too much, I pushed myself to think deeper. I want to be able to think critically, observing and analyzing the information that my brain has got, so that I won't make a bad decision. You see, according to experts, thinking critically is important to be able to think rationally and clearly about what one shall or shall not believe. If we could think critically, we wouldn't be embarrassed because, like my story, I was wrong. Basically, all of us wouldn't be afraid of falling in the wrong hole if we think critically. To sum it up, don't be afraid of talking to people about our brilliant idea. Because if we didn't, they wouldn't know about it. No one would know about it. Mastering the art of communicating and pursuing is important, but still, we have to maintain the value of morals and ethics, as Aristotle had said. But we need to remember as well that communication requires ethics. That way, we can achieve a better society, a better community for all human beings in this lovely planet. Don't stop yourself from being a vocal person. You'll get there someday. Thank you and see you.